When it comes to selling the business, there are two major concerns that you have to deal with in terms of your senior managers and key employees. The first one is that they are going to get involved in the due diligence process. That as the buyer comes in with their service providers, their accountants and their lawyers, and they're looking to ascertain information about the quality of the business, these people most likely will be involved in interviews or searching out data or simply responding to questions. And therefore they need to know what's going on. And therefore they will know that the business is for sale. And one of your concerns is holding on to the key managers and key employees through this due diligence period. So you should seriously think about whether it's worth their while, whether in fact there is some compensation, an equity share or a bonus that will keep them actively and positively involved throughout this process. Once the business is sold, not everyone is going to go with the business. There are going to be duplicate positions. There are going to be some people who don't want to move. The buyer is going to be very concerned that the intellectual capital in the business is transferred to the new owner. And so they're going to be very keen to ensure that the key managers and key employees stay with the business. Or at least that there's been a succession plan put in place prior to the sale so that the knowledge of the business can move forward to the new owner. Now you will want some of those managers and some of those key employees to step up and assure the buyer that they will stay through the transition period. And in my best estimate, the buyer will want an assurance of about 12 months. Most people who leave around the time of a sale either leave just before the sale because of the levels of uncertainty, or just after the sale as they try to cope with all the changes. What you need to do is to give the buyer an assurance that certain key people will stay through to the first 12 months. And in my experience, people who stay for 12 months have the same attrition rate as the rest of the employees in the organisation. So, given that you've got certain people that you want to transition with the business, what are you doing for them in order to motivate them and incentivise them to stay? I would suggest that you set aside part of the sale proceeds to compensate those people that you want to stay with the new owner for a period of 12 months. Now, whether this is just a straight bonus or whether this is some other form of compensation in equity or options, you need to carefully think through how you can solve this problem for the buyer and how you can motivate key managers and key employees to help you through this difficult period so that the buyer realises the potential in the business.